Hello. Well, I'm back this evening. I've set the other paint over in the drying rack, and I'm going to do a flip cup. I'm just going to use the Vallejo for a flip cup, see what happens. So far I'm liking them, but I also like my, I've got more colors, a few more colors coming, and I think that'll also help me, because I normally don't blend all those colors together, but let's see what happens. Okay. Still got my gloves. There's push pins in the canvas, and I'm going to wipe the edge of my paint can thing off to see if I can keep the dry flakies out. It's about time I redo this. Make it white up another container and wash that one out. Okay, flip cup. Gonna use one of the little souffle cups. I'll pick that other flip. As my flip cup, that one of these will be more than plenty of paint. So here we go. We're gonna add white. I wonder if what that was in there. Let's see if I can find it. It was just a gloss, oh hey. That needs to be thinned down a little. Glad I checked it for doing a flip cup. I've had that paint in there a while, so even though it's got a lid on it, it could have dried up a little. Thickened up. Yep, there we go. That's all it took. Just a little bit of water. Probably not even 1 milliliter. Okay, so let's check the paint again. Okay. Consistency is good, and again, I'm not going to use silicone, especially after having gotten such nice cells out of the other one. Here comes the Paynes Grey. One of the Paynes Greys I get has a little more blue cast to it. It's really pretty. Like I said, I've gotten some more paints that I want to do some experiments with. So we'll see what I do tonight. Whether it's these are being the fluid acrylics that they are definitely different than. I'll put this over to the side. You can't really see what I'm pouring. Sorry. I was just trying to keep it, except for I'm not doing negative space, so it won't hurt as much. It's called, the paints I bought, they're called Lucas, Lukas. They are studio paints from acrylic, and they're from Germany. Funny story about it. I ordered them. Did I get them from? I can't remember. Yeah, Jerry's Autorama. They were on sale, I think, or I forget why, but anyway. I'm like, oh, 500 milliliters, that's not much. Yeah. You can tell I'm not a milliliter person to stop to think that was probably going to be more than I expected. But that's okay. And I'm probably going to have plenty of excess paint, but that's fine also, because I want to be able to have some skins out of this and see how it does making skins. I'm going to put this on next. Like I said, I'm going to use most of that paint up this time. I didn't make tons. I made probably ample, more than ample to do these two, especially with this being an 8x8. But that's okay. I like to say that, don't I? That's okay. And no, I did not pour these last bits up from high. Again, I did not plan on having it mix in on its own. And do the rest of the Napthal Red, Crimson. That's a pretty color. It's a little pinkier than I thought, but like I said, I'll be interested to see how it dries. And now I'm just going to try to float white paint across the top. It's a full cup. We'll definitely have paint left over. And as I said, I'm not going to get too panicked about that because I'm anxious to see what kind of skins this paint will make. Okay, let's move these off up here. And just as a reminder, this was made using my pouring medium mix. So we're going to put it in the middle. This is really full. And go like that. Bring that up a little more in the middle. There we go. I can bring it closer to you. So hopefully you can see the paint as I pull it off and let it run. I've seen on some of the groups on Facebook that people are discussing how long to leave their paint sit, how does it change, etc., etc. I did that one flip a few videos ago that I had left a cup like this. I put a lid on it because I knew I was going to do it immediately. Thought I'd get back to it that night. Totally forgot about it. And it sat for 24 hours. And I did not, and it had silicone in it. When I got ready to do the flip and let it go, I didn't stir it. I just because for one thing, I did not see a layer of silicone floating on top. So I'm like, okay, so who knows what happens. And I got such a large amount of cells and larger cells that was so cool. So you can see what would happen with this if you did it with the fact that it has no silicone. Anyway, you ready? 1, 2, 3. We're flipping. Keep that in case I need it for this. Corners. Look here. I want to torch this, see if I get cells that I can stretch. And like I said, I got this new torch, so I'm not taking it down there very far, because it puts out plenty of heat. Okay. Yeah, look at the cells that look. Oh, this is so cool. It's very faint, this one right here, but it's got the ring of the bluish green that developed with the blue and the green gold. Then the pink, very light, kind of coming through the white, and then the white bullseye. Well, we're going to start tilting before it just sits there too long. We're just going to bring it up here like this so that I can pull it down here maybe a little bit so it doesn't take everything off. There we go. Trying to keep some of these things that I liked, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. It's running off. Running away, running off, running, no. Like I said, I'm not sure without having silicone how well it does with a tilt. Because some of these cells I was trying not to lose them, but they're really getting distorted. I just lost all that pink. That's okay. Wasn't meant to be there. That's my belief. One thing's for sure, if the paint doesn't stick, it's not because of silicone getting on the canvas. We know there's no silicone. It's kind of neat. Let's see what happens here in a minute. I'll torch it again. Sorry, I'm pretty engrossed in this painting here. Here we go. Just get some on the edges, all sides. Okay, now that I've got everything covered and I'm sat here silently, yet listen to whatever you could hear in the background, the TV or whatever. It's pretty cool on my gloves. Got a new setup, so I'm having to hunt things a little more. Had an old cart. I shouldn't say old. A cart that I had originally bought to use for paints, but then when I started doing other things, it kind of, paints were taken out, and I used it for a couple other storage of a couple other things. Well, then I quit doing those. So, oh wow, I haven't even been looking at the painting, and I'm watching this. See, I don't like this that well though. It's like that stretch cell there. There we go. Didn't totally distort. Now we're going to bring this, oops, kind of get that off. I know what I'll do there. Let's bring these back, see if I can get these cells to be not so distorted. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll be anxious to try this stuff with. I'm going to torch it again. A lot of, oh, there we go. Isn't that interesting how you don't need the silicone? These will be great, easy to clean up to get cells. I'm trying to get more cells in that. I like the little tiny cells mixed with the big ones, so yeah, I'm torching. Seeing what I can get to develop, but I'm not holding it super down on top of it, so that's a big advantage. This torch, I definitely don't have a problem getting heat down there. All my others torches, the little one, the original one I had, it just didn't cut it, period. So, follow the little dots down the road. Oh, we have company in here. Did not expect somebody here. I'm going to torch the sides a little because I like to have the, if I can get the cells on the side too. That's, yeah, there we go. Doing the sides a little more tricky because you don't want to set your paper on fire or melt the plastic that's coating my butcher paper. You can see the heat's causing it to rise. And I did a little on the side there with the so got over here a few minutes ago, it kind of bubbled. So Didn't hurt it. Didn't burn it. That's a good thing. So, got a little of this here. My dogs are having fun. And if you don't like the noises, I'm sorry, but I work in my kitchen. My kitchen, I will not shut off from people. This is their house too, so you know, not everybody can have a studio, and that's the beauty of being on YouTube. You're not forced to watch it if you don't want. This one I actually think I'm going to like better. Of course, as I said, cells. Oh, there's another one that's just popped up. I hadn't. That's cool right there. A couple of these here. You know, I suppose they could have been there and I just didn't see them, but I love this here that's sort of got a, and this little bit of like peachy red orange and back to that gold green. Okay, well, I'll pause it. And this one I'm going to go ahead and take down because, and tape you right now. And I'll be back later on this evening and do some, actually, before I go, I'm going to, if I can find it, as I have little puppy paws. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do this as a, show you the painting, the close-up, and then I will do some playing with Yupo and my stuff on the table and a little bit of paint left over. Be back in a minute. Okay, here we are. I did do one thing. I saw fuzzes in it, so I had to get the fuzzies out. Here you go. Actually, let's try this. There we go. See that? This area right in, if I can zoom in on it, in the center there, those red and yellows. I love that. I just discovered I can do something with this. So you guys may get to see things differently now. I like this. I don't know why. I like the little tiny lacy cells. It reminds me of the lacy Swiss cheese. Those tiny little holes. And then that right there, the red line in it. Look at those red and oranges. I'm going to pull you back out now. The other thing I don't like real well is the fact that up in here, but I'm going to leave it alone. It is what it is. Who knows what it's going to do later on. As we know, things change. Well, if you enjoyed the video, click like. If you would like to see more of the videos I put out, click the subscribe button. You can click the little bell and you'll get notified I've uploaded videos. And once again, thank you for watching. It's been my enjoyment here painting, and hopefully you enjoyed watching. Thanks again, and till the next video.